Hey, if you enjoy my content, consider liking and subscribing. You can always change your mind, and hope you enjoy the video.
Hi, how are you? My bad. Hey, what's up, guys? I have not made a video in forever. Yeah, literally in forever. We are in Gmod. Speaking of Gmod, we are going to have a epic battle. Okay? We are going to have clones versus their enemy counterpart, the droids. So I'm gonna put the droids. Found the droids in here. Oh yeah, I've a bunch of this too. So there's those droids, and then there's these droids that are really good too. And they're apparently attacking me right now. Stop it. Okay, so we have some clones. Okay, I forgot to get you off of him. There we go. So we have quite a bit of clones here. Where are the droids? Okay. I don't know why. Oh no, they were trying to shoot at me earlier. Yeah. So we have some droids. Some new shiny boys. What an odd man. Oh. 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 Here we go. All right, boys. Surprisingly, these droids do not have very much health. Actually, the clone troopers have more health than the droids do. Now, the clone commandos. Yeah. Wow. He got blown up. They have a bit more health. They have 250. Clearly, that's not doing much for them, though. Wow, they're impounded. So the clones, suppression. They're just absolutely pounding them. Yeah, I put some RPG guys over here. We're definitely gonna put more droids. Yeah, there's like 2 commando droids and then like a commander. Yeah, the droids have very less health. Oh, he just got wrecked. No, okay, there is one droid. and he's charging. It's not going to go well. He's 1v50 or 20. Okay. So that was the first battle. These clones. Because they won. So let me put the droid somewhere else, and then we'll see how they do. Now they're all stacked up here. They keep doing this. Like when I put these guys in, when I've been playing, they'll just pile up in groups, and then randomly just go other places. All right, let me go put some droids somewhere else. All right, I put more droids. I just got done doing it. This time I added way more commandos and then overall more droids. Because firstly they have less health than their clone counterparts. Now the commandos have 150 more than the other. I don't know about like the other ones. Like there is droid commanders, like B1 commanders. I'm trying to find them. Oh, there's one. I don't know if these guys have more health. I'm gonna assume not. And there was like the tactical commanders that I spawned. I think I spawned 2 of them. I don't know where they went. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. So the beefiest one, uh,
Visual scan negative. Tracking audio disturbance.
okay, these guys have 120. So yeah, no, the commandos are the beefiest guys in this, and we do have B1. We do have B2 super battle droids, but I don't think they're going to be compatible with this group because I think they'll fight each other. Yeah, just like that. So that's why I don't put them there, and also because of that. So, I'll eventually put these guys in, but these guys cannot work with these. It's just, I guess, because of like the NPC they are. Um, they're not in the same group as these guys, so that's probably why they can't work together. Yeah, okay. Did get their attention. These guys sometimes the AI needs like another AI notice, and it leads the group over here. So the battle is commencing. Yeah, this guy's... Yep, no, he's already dead. Alright. So the main front of these guys, I have added more commandos, like I've said. And way more droids. Oh, there's a... I forgot, there's jet troopers, too. Turn out they're not very helpful for the clones. The clones are not taking too much losses. Although they are kind of piling up with their attempts of trying to get over here with jetpack troopers. And that guy just ran right there. Oh, another one went. See, it's not a very effective way of going about this. All the clone troopers are mainly in that back, and then some are pushing out over here. There is some RPG guys firing. Yeah, like these guys. The commando droids are actually pushing up quite well, and the clones' casualties have increased by a lot. And the droids have actually stayed pretty decent at their positioning. So this battle this could turn to a droid victory. Just because we've added so many of these commandos and they're way bulkier. But these normal droids, the normal B1s, aren't very strong and can't take the hits like the commandos can. Although the commandos are not doing their job really now, and we can see gradually the clones are actually comfortably getting a flank to get back their power, and the numbers are very decreased on the droid side now. We haven't really seen the rocket troopers hit anything yet. I'm actually seeing one right now. See one right there. He is actually kind of lined up. He is pushing forward though. There's one rocket trooper there. We have a lot of commandos. Ooh, that was a round. Oh. Yeah, so big pelted round there. Mainly it's commandos now. All of the normal droids are kind of out. There's only one normal B1 now. And then there's a B1 commando. Not commando, commander. And then some of these commandos keep getting a little too confident. Running for, oh, that was a big one. That was a big shot right there. There's only 4 left. So it's looking like a droid loss. The second time. The clones definitely took the hit here for this battle. More than they definitely would like, because we will be switching over to different droids. Just for the fact that we can introduce supers. And I'll tell you what, when you get a decent amount of these super battle droids, you'll see them in a moment. These clones have typically a hard time dealing with them. So, we only have one commando left that I'm seeing, and he is kind of retreating. And there's a rocket trooper actually shooting at him. Actually, I am seeing a droid all the way out here. Excuse me, 2 droids. That apparently didn't get the hint of coming over here. So, we'll just be civilians until they actually mess with them. Oh, excuse me. No, the clones decided we're gonna clean them up, I believe. No, so... Oh, no, they are. Oh, there's actually more than I thought. Yeah, there's more than I thought. So there's 3, we have 3 droids coming out. 2 commandos. 1 normal droid, I believe. Now, of course, these guys aren't going to be able to do much. I mean, they're so little numbers now. Rocket round missed. Now, those 2 other droids all the way in the back over there, we can see them. They still have not caught on to their fellow droids crying of help. So, oh, never mind. They have woken up, and 1 got hit with an RPG round, and there's officially 1 left. Nope, he's dead. Wow. Yeah, that was a pretty easy clone victory on I guess, this little mini battle they just did. Yeah, the clones take the pile of cake with this one. I think our next battle is going to be in this corner here. And the reason is because I can just plop droids. Oh, there is 1 guy in here, actually. We can plop droids in here, so I might put them in, like, back here and let them just kind of expand out and then encounter the clones. Yeah, with Gary's mod, just having some fun with it. Just messing around with what we could do with the droids, and like the clones where you can position them is kind of limited because, well, they can free roam on themselves and they will intervene if you try to spawn, if there's already, you know, clones close to the area. It's going to make it more restricted how comfortably you can spawn them without them getting shot while you're trying to spawn different variants of like a droid or whatnot. So I think I'm gonna spawn them here, and but yeah. So the clones have a 2 victory and 0 losses. The droids are 0 for 2. They're not doing great. So let's see how they do here. So we're gonna have different droids. Remember, these are not going to be these guys. They're going to be these other droids, and we will not try use the vehicles. The closest thing we'll probably go to is the spider droid, although I might not even do that. I might do the droidica too, just the droidica. But yeah, let me spawn these guys up. Never mind. So I was just spawning them in, and they have already encountered a clone. Now battle is going to commence, so I'll just spawn most get the droidicas in. Alright, let's go for round 2. And so already this is looking bad for the droids because I could not prep them properly. Just because their AI are going to keep track, and they are getting hammered with rocket rounds coming from other clone troopers. From all the way, in fact, over here, we have snipers and we have some rocket troopers that are coming up here. That is not good. Not good. Now we have some droidicas, and like I said, we have now supers in here. And these supers are really cool. They are very deadly against the clone troopers when they're used properly. Now, of course, I would argue when you're going to use them that they need proper support because they can take a beating, but over time, eventually, they're just not going to make it long enough. Now, we have a droidica up here. What he's trying to plan here. This will not go well if you go against a rocket trooper, that's for sure. And he's dead. We haven't even seen these supers do their job yet. They're a lot more slower than everyone else. they are getting hit, in fact, by these snipers. And one of the droids here is actually shooting rocket rounds. And he's dead, though. So it's gonna be sniper and rocket B1, and then we already have some sucks. But I mean, luckily we do have this B1 actually suppressing them with some rocket rounds. So we have 2 commandos in here. We have 1 clone trooper in here. And then we have a commando and a rocket trooper. And you're kind of... So this is the first time you actually get to see them engage a clone. They are very bulky when they're not, you know, getting shot by a mile away, and they're actually properly in combat. Now this one lost his frontal plate because he took so much damage. But I really like how these guys can shoot those rockets at them. So we have 2 commandos and a rocket trooper. Now the rocket troopers, if they do hit, they will one-tap a super. That makes sense, because... Although, I believe they could take another round. I'm not too sure on that. But, yeah, already that's a clone victory. And mainly the reason, like I've stated, there was no prep time. And so we're just going to have to keep that in mind because, well, it's just going to how it's kind of got to go unless I can move them. And I might plan to try to, but even then, it is what it is. You can't really do anything about it. So, I was mistaken. We have a mini battle going on where 1 commando is taking on a whole group of clones. So yeah, we might put the... Thinking about putting them in here, specifically on this top region. So let me do that, and then I'll let you know if these droids decide to attack something while I'm doing it. And the droids have already been enacted. We will spawn some supers because we want to show some supers off. Well, and we will grab some rocket troopers as well. So this will be the second battle. What's nice is that I can speak. The droids are in an elevated position now, so these pesky clones that are in here are now not in such a safe place because, well, there's a rocket trooper shooting them from a more elevated. We have close quarter engagement right now. A normal B1 will not be able to take on a clone commando himself. At least, not what usually I would suspect, at least. I believe these commandos might have a shield as well on them. So now it's a commando versus all these droids. So I would say successfully this is a win for the droids. So it's 2.5 to 1. So I would say this is a pretty good win for them. Although we might have a little battle end up happening over here. Just the fact that these clone troopers are getting a little too close to right here. But yeah, let me spawn some more of these guys. And I'll get back to you. Alright, so. I have introduced the magma guards. So they're in this batch. These guys are really cool. I don't know if it's just these I think the other magma guards that I played with could only do it, or these guys can as well. But the magma guards, some of them, I don't know about these guys, but can actually shoot a rocket where they jump. Then we have, of course, our droidicas. So these guys are really cool. Then I have a couple just different types of the B1s. Now, of course, these do not look anything like the Clone Wars or any of the droids. They are just something that was made off Gmod workshop. But they're very cool looking, and I think they're quite awesome. I believe that I'll be able to efficiently put the links for these in the subscription, because we will only be playing with these today. I just give credit to where credit is due, because these are very cool models, and are very fun to watch them all blow up each other. So, we currently do not have any interaction, I think. And we, funny enough, have these guys stuck together for some reason. Oh, well. One of them decided he knows where where a clone trooper is. No. Just very happy, I guess. Oh, they're still battling over here. They have not killed this guy. Has this guy actually been damaged? Yes. Of course, I don't want them sitting here all day, so what we're probably going to end up doing is force one to go up there. And shockingly, they're all damaged. But just get them and hit him a little bit more. Although, he is just, like, straight up 1v1ing them. It's kind of crazy. In fact, I might even just grab him. Oh! We might have an engagement over here. Yep. A droidica has... So there's a battle over here now. A droidica has, in fact, got a hold of a clone trooper. Killed one, and they're actually moving forward. So we're going to see a little engagement over here. There's very little clone troopers, so it's not going to be much of a shock if the droids win this battle. Because, well, there's so little of them. They're mainly dispersed. I mean, there's a decent amount, but the problem is they're so separated. And so here we go. Here's the main engagement that we're gonna see over here. Now these droidicas are very cool, but also these magma guards are very cool. And I don't know if we're gonna get see him actually go, because he's apparently too stuck in the D1s. He's trying to get through them. Trying. We have one rocket trooper there. He's actually doing... Oh, yep. Okay, so that's what I was talking about with the magma guard. And they actually do jump. They have a lot of health. I don't know how much health they actually have. But they're very bulky. Yeah, the clone troopers also spawn these little tripod guys, and they do a decent amount of damage. Shockingly, the rocket troopers actually can one-tap the droidicas. I didn't know that. In fact, we might see a super pop up in the situation. Another super, too, that's coming over here. looks pretty laid out over there. Now, I don't know if that's actually true, but we're seeing, yeah, so there's 2 commandos over here. And there's 3, 4. So all the regular clone troopers over here are dead. Like, all the regular ones, except if you even count a rocket trooper that is actually not, I forgot what battalion he is, but definitely not a regular troop. So we have no regular, like, standard clone of any Legion still alive. And these rockets might be pretty effective. I haven't seen a decent hit, though. Although I'm pretty sure I just saw a clone commando. Well, he's dead now, but I saw a clone commando take a RPG round to the face, and he actually survived it, so. Yeah, so these rocket troopers that the B1 have are really giving an effective fireworks show. And they're kind of clearing out the water of these guys. With these B1s, they actually do have the same health as a regular clone trooper. The other ones that we did only had a 25 difference in health. They were 25 health less. So these droids are more compatible with fighting the clones than the other ones. Although I think these clone commandos are actually pretty solid clones. So we now have 3 clones over here. I don't think there's another one alive. There is another one alive. Typically they'll also sneak back here, but I don't see any. He's dead now. He just got hit with rocket rounds. And now the supers have got over here. And that's it for the clones. So in a total, count that 3. And they've also cleared out a problem that occurred with having the droids, with that one droid over there. Actually, there is a little battle in here, actually. Now, I think that was only one, and a super took him out. Yeah, clone's not going to have a good time fighting a super, so. Overall, the droids take that victory. So, it is a... I believe the clones have won 2 battles, and the droids have won 2 as well. And it's like 2.5, I think, and 2. So the droids are still losing, but only by a 0.5. Let me set up. I think we'll probably just we're gonna have engagement anyway. Although I might just put them in here. So let me just spam them. We are gonna do the basic clone trooper, so keep that in mind. Although we might do a different battalion, but it doesn't change like health by any means. It's just just something aesthetic, pleasing. Yeah, so let me put these guys in and then see how this next battle goes. Okay, so I just actually got done just setting these guys up, and they're already engaging people. Oh my god, these are all rocket troopers. Well, this will be interesting. Okay. I don't know what these guys are doing, actually. They're just chilling, but that's fine. Now, what's funny about this is these clones that are chilling over here are getting rockets pelted at them without even knowing what's shooting them. And this, oh, that was a nasty one. We missed that. So these are the jet troopers enacting, and it just never goes well. I mean, the clones are probably going to already lose this battle, just the fact that they're jet troopers. As long as they don't get triggered to shoot like a jump off, that they're pretty bound to do because, you know, their AI wants them to do it. So, alright. So, we have some new clones came out. Oh, and the other clones have decided they've had enough of random shells getting projected at them. And we have a super out here. And droids. Now, the droid amount have actually died a lot. Died down a lot, in fact. So, I mean, it's possible for this group to take out all the droids. As long as they don't get, you know, rocket round by the battle droid. Or Bazooka. The rocket trooper that just took out, like, 8 of them at once. So now it's a 1v, like, 5, and he's dead. So, I would say that's pretty much of a win for the droids. So, the droids now have a 3-2 lead, so a 1 lead on the clone troopers. The clone troopers are not doing great. I'll be perfectly honest. Also, probably because of me selling on choosing the right one for the clones. But it just hasn't gone good for the clones. They constantly keep being killed. And now there's droidicas. In fact, I think these are the last 3 that are alive. Well, excuse me, the last 2. And there's a magma guard, and this will not be pretty if he smacks him. Well, yeah, so that officially just overdoes their victory right there. Okay, so this will be interesting, like, once again. I was actually gonna do the normal clone troopers. I didn't. I have no clue where I'm gonna put them. Because pretty much everywhere the clones have died. Or, excuse me, have lost. So, yeah, the clones are not looking so good right now. I might put them in this little facility. Yeah, there's no one in here. Alright, let me put them in here. We'll put our final amount of them that we want. And we already have rocket troopers pounding them. That's not a shock considering they are literally everywhere for these clones. The worst thing for the clones is if these rocket troopers hit the center of their big group. And there's actually quite a few. So that's not good. Although they took one out. Now there's another one that just absolutely obliterated one guy. Only one. And he just killed 5. So we have some rocket rounds going to the droids and back to the clones. And the clones are actually advancing and have quite a bit of numbers this time. The hope is that these supers don't, like, screw them up, but the supers with the rocket rounds are also really deadly too. Like we've seen, the clones have separated, not as bad, well, way worse than the droids have actually. Droids have stayed more close. Oh, there's our rocket troopers. Now these guys tend to die, yep. I don't know if they die fall damage or what, because there was like no one shooting him. Now there is a droid they're actually shooting. Oh, they're shooting at these guys. Might be a droid over here. Yeah, there is a droid. There's a sniper over here. Now, is he doing much? Not really. Oh, he just killed one. And there is a rocket trooper shooting here. Yeah, just rocket troopers right now. The main group we're seeing that is going to be the deadly one is probably this group right here. Or the group that... Or these three. These three supers, because they might be a problem too. The rocket troopers, although we have the B2s, the Droidicas, the Magma Guards, although the most deadly and most fatal for the clones have been the rocket troopers. Because I've put a lot of them, and also, excuse me, most of the time, hit their shots. You can see that Magma Guard actually playing into action there. And you can see on the right that those supers are coming out. Dude, there's 3 of them. One is has a damaged frontal plate. I don't know if the one that... No. Okay, all the supers are fine as well. Ooh, a big RPG round from one of the clones. That was fatal. If they get a hit also on these supers, it could be bad too for the droids. Now, the droids also have this little group under here too that are going out. And, ooh, that was bad. Clones do have some decent amount that they did have, and they've kind of lost it. Now, there is 2 rocket troopers, in fact, back here. It makes sense for their amount of firepower they've been putting out for the rockets. But sadly, they did not have the troops to back it up anymore. They've lost all their troops. Now, they do have a heavy trooper right here. But besides him, maybe like one other guy. He's dead now. So, just mainly rocket troopers that we have. We have 3 clone troopers left. When clones keep thinking that they can shoot through the wall, I don't really... Keep on accident hitting the wall, I think. And that somehow phased through him. Oh! Yikes. The supers are still alive. Not anymore. And we have 2 droids over here. That is not all of them. It's actually a decent amount at the bottom here. And remember, this isn't even the main of them. The main, although they've actually died down over here a bit, but there is still quite a lot of them and would still be a big problem for the clones if they can get to that point, but right now they're not going to have the numbers for it, and in fact, they might die right here too. Just simply outnumbered, so this would be a 4-2 victory, in fact. Looking like that, because this is the last clone trooper alive, and he has fallen. They've done a decent number. This is actually quite a lot. Died. And then a super over here too. Now, some clones did decide they were going to scatter and move this way, but that didn't work out either. So we will probably push the same spot, in fact, because I think we'll move it a little forward so they engage these guys. Probably actually do it right here. Here we go. So I think this is surely enough. Even if half of them go, because if so many to begin with, it's not going to be that much problem. They're fighting the super battle droid, and he is dead. And so these clones, remember, are actually getting into territory that will lead to their final battle. Well, and then, in fact, actually one is, oh, a bunch of them are actually moving over here too. We have 3. And the final battle will be mainly them against all of these higher end units. And this, remember, this is just a small portion. This isn't even all of the clone troopers, because some of the clone troopers are still back here doing whatever they're doing. See how many there are back here? So we're missing some of our special units because, well, they're kind of chilling back here. Like our snipers. Now, they are facing some rocket troopers as well that have, in this video, have shown their problem for the clone troopers. Now, the clone troopers can actually pass this part. Would be great. Right now, they're not, and in fact, this rocket trooper is doing a great job of hitting them. Now, you know, I would want the clone troopers to just rush this guy, but the risk of half of them getting killed is not worth it either, so. And now we have some super battle droids getting engaged as well. It will cause a way bigger problem than any of this rocket trooper could cause. And remember that the super battle droid is going to have more health, and he's also stronger, so he will come up here, and he shoots rockets. So if he hits this group, it's going to be bad. See how he's already calling rounds. So both of them are coming up here, and they are engaging the main group of them. They might make actually pretty quick work of the battle droids. They actually killed 1 and 2. So they've actually effectively killed them all. Sorry, trying to get used to this. The camera. I haven't actually got a chance to use the camera much. Clone troopers are still stuck at this main point, and they are getting pounded by another battle droid that is coming up. A super. And the rocket trooper is still there. Now, besides that super, and the rocket trooper that yet they somehow still haven't killed, they're going to be fine. The only problem is they are running low on clones. And, well, you can kind of just blame these lazy clones over here because, well, they're not really doing their job. So, in fact, since that's not a clone, that's not really like, because clones have all died. I'm probably going to actually add some more clones just to give them that extra boost, because to be fair, their other clone counterparts that are supposed to be over here aren't actually over here. So we'll just boost their numbers a little bit and just give them that chance. And they need to get out of this circle they are with this rocket trooper, because he's currently had them at a chokehold for a while now. They're kind of pushing here. More are firing at these droids. If they can get a kill on this rocket trooper that's down there. In fact, they've killed one of them. But they did get actually hit by a rocket round. Ooh, yeah, that was not nice. The main group over there have not been engaged is good, because if they do, these clone troopers will never move. And in fact, they'll probably just stay here. They still have not they have got rid of the rocket trooper. So the rocket trooper is out of the equation. In fact, they are actually right here. I don't know if there is no actual flank that way, so wouldn't be much use for them. Some of these clone troopers I think are just playing dumb, but to be honest, I couldn't tell you the truth of that. Like, some are pushing and then some aren't. Now, there's actually a pretty big movement over here, actually. I don't believe... Oh, they do have a commando. In fact, I might just move a droid. Oh, a new rocket trooper has entered. And so this is going to be a recurring problem for them if they can't push, because this rocket trooper will just pick at them. And, won't help them. Probably, in fact, might encourage them to move. Just because how... Although, most of them are pretty low, that I am noticing when I look at their health. Actually, that might be a healer. So I'm just going to move that a little bit closer. Just to see if that might be what's causing a problem for them. We actually have some we have big charge, big charge. Clone troopers have moved. Clone troopers have moved. Big moves. Big moves. Okay. So, this is when things get crazy. Because main rocket troopers have now noticed them. And so, this battle could end very quickly. Main reason is because they don't have any rocket troopers to shoot back with. And, yeah. Ugh. Half their forces just got killed there. And you can start to see the main force of rocket troopers, mainly, that are going to be the problem, have actually took notice. And actually a lot of them are now shooting at them. now there is a magma guard that got over here. I feel like the clone troopers are a little unfazed by the droids. And the droids have made quite short work of most of these guys. And there's only 2 clone troopers left over here. Now, has there been any movement? No, but honestly, I am mistaken. There is actually movement over here. In fact, there is a engagement going on right now. I'm kind of curious if I can get some of these clone troopers just a little closer. I'm just gonna attempt to move these guys. Actually, in fact, there is some pretty significant things I'm missing out over here. Oh, so the clone troopers actually have got a hold over here. With their rocket troopers. In fact, they've actually took out a lot of troopers. Now, of course, they have not took out this group, and there's still the 2 clones that are here. It's probably a good thing for the droids that they're in these walls and not actually outside of them, because, well, there's a lot of rocket troopers that clone troopers have. Now, I think the droids are starting to notice, or at least the bottom of them, and they absolutely just got wrecked. Now, their numbers are actually sadly dying down. I'm probably gonna, in fact, move more of these guys, because I can do that. But yeah. This is the last battle. Of course, I already believe the clones have already won this. We just kind of do this now. So it's a tie. I believe it's 4-4. The clones take on top. Well, the clones take on a tie. There's actually droids over here. Super battle droid and a sniper. They made very short work of that super. Now, actually, in fact, the droids over here have actually got a good chokehold. Although I just tried helping them, that did not go the way I thought it was going to go from. droid was thinking of something. Can't say it was intelligent, but I mean, it was a droid. We will. I will say this is a clone victory, and for the fun of it, though, we will make sure we clean up these guys. No, it's not the droidica, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna go with the droidica. And there's one brave droid. Tiny clone trooper. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. It was fun. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And also sorry for being gone for so long. I know the last video was 5 months ago. That's kind of crazy. Just didn't feel like making anything, and then all of a sudden just felt like making something. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe. It'd mean a lot to me, and I do need to deliver more content. Yeah, you guys enjoyed. Peace.